So we've literally just had a shot of matcha, and for some reason, we can't get our shit together. I mean, I just thought it was just a casual thing that we did, having those shots at the start of an episode, but turns out they're meant to be in the morning, not in the afternoon. Yeah? Nah, we're good. We're good. It's okay. I feel it. We want to talk about this subject because of how much it fucking controls us in our lives, and that we're completely aware of it at the same time. And it is, of course, social media.
Social media.
What is it doing to us, Nick?
It's fucking us up.
Where did it all start for you? What happened?
We're going like right back.
Just wherever you want.
I don't know, like I've had a love-hate relationship with social media for the last 5 years maybe. I think before I had no idea. Maybe it wasn't even an issue back then, I don't know. But like last 5 years I've been really aware around how social media affects me, my behaviours around it, and trying many different strategies to try and manage it. And like where I am like today right now is that I have been generally off social media since Christmas time, because I always take a massive break at the start of the year, so that I've spoken about before, focus on goals and stuff at this time of year, clear my head. And I've been on it twice. One was to give a review for a business, and another time I literally was scrolling, and then I was like fuck this, and that was it. So but I do not like it. Like I get caught up in it. I get addicted to it very, 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 very
What is it
quickly.
that you're getting addicted to? What element of it?
Good question. No, it's more to do with how I'm feeling. Right. So this is about me managing my emotions. So if I'm feeling tired, maybe angry, pissed off, frustrated, or I just didn't want to deal with the world, right? Which is like kind of backwards in terms of going on social media. I will go onto social media, and what I'm seeking is just a laugh, see what else is going on. I want to switch my brain off for a moment, and that's it. But what ends up happening is I'm scrolling through shite, constant shite, and yes, I can get a laugh at a video. Sometimes I'll discover something, like maybe it's a new business, maybe it's a new podcast, maybe it's I don't know, an artist that I like. I like that side of things. I like discovering some like new people, new businesses, what's happening in the community. But in general, I'm scrolling through shite, get to the end of it, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, what was that? Like it did nothing to me. I actually just feel worse. I'm not dealing with the shit that I'm supposed to be dealing with, which is whatever I'm feeling in that moment. So for me, it was filling up a space, and it was me thinking that I'm emotionally trying to regulate myself by having a break, but I'm not having the break at all. I come out of it, and I've still got those feelings to deal with.
Yeah, and whatever you've experienced, whether it's like conscious or subconscious, is going into you somehow or other. Like you're receiving information into your brain, into your eyes, and it'll have some form of effect on you, like of the shite that you've just been exposed to. Like there's no doubt about that. Like there's a ton of evidence in terms of like what that does to your brain function when you're exposed to whatever it is that social media wants to show you. But it's interesting that you should say like 5 years ago or whatever, like was I feeling the same about it then as I do now? And the answer is like, no, I feel like I hate social media even more now. And that is like hugely purposeful. Like these platforms that we are exposed to have changed dramatically in the last 5 years. Like they are nowhere near the same sort of landscape as they were before. And I'm not even talking 5 years. I'm talking back when it first came about. And you can tell, and the reason that you can tell this, and one that I love, is your memories. So your Facebook memories. If you fucking scroll back to 2008 and see what fucking crazy shit you were putting on social media then you know the differences of what that social media means today as to what it was sold to us in the beginning. Okay, so at the very start, there was a ton of different other platforms other than Facebook, but all primarily round about the same sort of meaning, which was a community. Network, a way of connecting with people that you wouldn't normally ever get to connect with because of distance or communication or whatever your circumstances. And that was what, Bebo, MySpace, whatever came before Facebook, that's what it delivered. And at the time, there would be a common interest. And like, there's loads of different threads of social media now that take care of the premise of what that used to be, like in terms of Reddit or what have you. There's other ways in which these forums now exist. And Facebook became the dominant one in which we all leapt towards and thought it was, a wonderful thing, a fantastic tool for humanity to bring people together, to be able to connect us all and live like hippies. And over the years, the demise of that has been the polar opposite, and what it's created and how it's used as a tool to control, rather than for us to be like, we're the ones that are now being controlled rather than us controlling it. So I think you're well within your rights to be fucking pissed off. And I cannot say any more about how much I 100% relate with you in terms of the shite, absolute fucking shite. And it's like, how has it come to this? Like, all that we see is just absolute nonsense. You didn't ken if it's real or it's fake. You didn't ken what it is that you're being shown because of your algorithm, because you've left your phone running on a story on the side of the fucking kitchen worktop while you've went and put a wash on, and now all of a sudden your phone thinks that you're fucking desperate to watch this content more and more every day, and you're just being advertised these same Harla pants that you were never going to fucking buy. And I'm just like, what is this fucking trash? And I tell you, the one thing that's different, and I think in terms of what you've just described, in terms of my own experience, is the discovery thing. And I think I've never known how to use it. I think I've never really understood the purpose of finding new things that actually I resonate with or relate to or find interesting. And I know that my husband, Chris, he can do discovery. And he can find things on social media and connect with bands and music that he would have never have known about otherwise, and all the rest of it. He finds benefit in it. But I don't. I don't know if it's the fact that I don't know how to use that function, or I don't care about that function, or like I've never went looking for it. One thing I do know is that I follow very little in terms of connections. So like my social media, even my LinkedIn, Instagram, for example, I'll never follow any more than 100 people, and the 100 people that I do follow are people that I know. LinkedIn, I've got over 18,000 followers in LinkedIn. I don't follow anyone, and I don't know why I chose that, and that's been premeditated from a long time ago. Don't know, it's just like, I think it started out as a bit of a joke, saying that I had like 100-person cap, and I would like chuck people out. My mum, usually, I'd ban her and then let somebody else in, chuck them out and let my mum back in. Just like as a joke, just as in like the whole idea of like online persona being a game and not being real. I've always very much related to, like, when you're online, it is a different world. It's not real life. I think I hold on quite dearly to the fact that it's not real life. And sometimes it gets me into trouble. More often than not, I'd say. And I play up to it. But I definitely don't use it as so much as a viewer. I use it more as a contributor, I'd say.
Yeah.
So like I'll contribute to social media. I'll not be the person that's in the audience, as it were. And I think that's just probably me in general, because I'm a show off. But yeah, so I do still get pissed off with it though. Like, just because it's stupidness more than anything. I think the stupidity of it annoys me.
Yeah.
But in terms of like your own experiences of it, like more about what it is that you're looking at. What are you seeing?
I can't even get specific with it, because it's literally just, I just feel it's shit.
Yeah.
Like, like when you're talking about the discovery like aspect of it, so for me, and this is a learned process, it hasn't been something that has always been there for me. It was about me managing my relationship with social media over time. I'm like, what do I really want to get out of social media specifically? And for me, one of the things that I love is seeing artists' work online.
Yeah.
I love it. I love looking at people's artwork. I love seeing the process of how they manage to do that. That stuff inspires me. It gives me ideas in terms of how I could potentially do some artwork as well. So I love that side of it. The other part for me as well, and it was Facebook, because I was off Facebook for a very long time, but I came back to it maybe last year. I think it was last year, because I realised that I was seeing more community-based stuff. So I think there was much more. For us, there is a group called Love Kirkcaldy. Shout out to Love Kirkcaldy, because it is a fucking brilliant group, right? And it's managed, I would say, really, really well. And there is people asking for help, and then other businesses pipe up and then give the help. Just say like, I can offer this service. I love that. I've used it for that specifically. I got Morgan's art tutor through asking.
Oh yeah.
And then they do like on the Wednesday they let businesses advertise, because they never stop, right?
Yeah.
We're constantly advertising business on there, so they only allow that on a Wednesday. They talk about political stuff that's important to do with the town specifically, in terms of how it's managed and developed. And then there's like lots of people like contributing, like here's what's around Kirkcaldy, like here's a broad picture of the sunrise down at the beach today, all that kind of thing. And it's managed so well, and I discovered things about what's going on in the community there. And I think maybe it's just the age that I am, like I appreciate that more, because I'm like, I really want to know my town more, and discover what's going on in there. So that's like Facebook for me. I like the community based stuff and what's going on there. Everything else, I'm just like, ignore it. And then it's very hard on Instagram though. I don't feel you don't get community on Instagram. I don't get that. It's the visual side of things for me.
Yeah, Instagram's very show and tell. That's it.
Aye. And I think that's why I like the art. I like the art stuff on Instagram specifically. And I feel like, and I don't mind stories for very closer people to me, but you've got everything else. You've got everybody else's stories, and it's hard to manage that. And then you just get caught up in it. And then like I have been on TikTok in the past, and that's the worst one out of the lot, I feel, because it doesn't stop. Yeah, it does not stop like at all. It's just video after video after video after video. What am I watching? I don't know. A bit of everything. Like, there's nothing specific. I do like seeing people's creativity on TikTok. I think I was attracted to it. It was in COVID, because during COVID, that's when TikTok exploded. Yeah. And at the time, like we were all struggling emotionally. Yeah. We were disconnected. Social media was the only way that we could connect. TikTok became this platform. It was a very creative platform. It was an entertaining platform. When all we were bombarded with everywhere else was the news. We didn't want to hear the news. And then like the kids started enjoying it as well, because they were like, let's do these dances. And then you'd get with the bairns and you'd start doing the dances with them, and it was a bit of fun during COVID when it was quite a hard time for everybody. But the changes that I've seen in TikTok specifically is that it's become an educational platform, but are we getting the right information from them? And how the algorithms work in it. So I'll get an example of that would be, for me, is that I got caught up in the health algorithm. So I like to learn about health and stuff, but actually the information I was getting was causing anxiety in myself. And then the anxiety didn't stop, because I was like reading more. I'm like, is this what's happening in my body? Like, I don't know. And it just wouldn't stop. I had to shut it down. I had to shut it down. When I shut it down, I was fine again. But like, even just getting caught up in a health algorithm could fuck you up. And I've seen that with the kids as well. So like these are the things that I'm seeing, but I mostly get caught up in the shit that makes me just go, and you need to shut this down, because it's just fucking you up. I can't get I can't stick to the good stuff.
Yeah.
I get caught up in it. It pulls you in.
I think it's like, it's also like, just, it feels like it's constantly forced upon you as well. Like you're there for a specific reason, and this is a human function. Like, you go on for a specific reason, and then 20 minutes go by, and all of a sudden you're like, what the fuck am I on this again for? Or it's like, it's the phone in general. Like, you're just trying to do a normal activity, and it's just there, bang, there, right in your face. Here's something else that you have to look at that makes no sense, or is just utter trash, and you're just like scrolling for no reason. And I feel like for the way in which that it can like capture the attention of the user constantly, it's like there's a scientific brain function going on there. Like there's a human attraction to the instant gratification that no longer exists. Like, the gratification isn't there anymore, but we're still chasing it. It's like fucking worse than heroin or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, and that's how it's described, or that's how I perceive it. Is that there's just no good in it. I just don't see any good in it. I don't see any purpose in it, to be honest. I understand where it started from and what the intentions were. But as far as how it's used today, like, who's in charge? Follow the money. Find out why you're being treated like this. Well, you know, there's a good damn reason for it. And I tell you, it's not for your benefit, that's for sure.
No, not at all.
So I struggle with the aspect of it just having this much control. Mm-hmm. You wouldn't forgo your mind to somebody else like this, like another human being like this. You wouldn't allow another human being to treat you the way that social media does. So why do you allow social media to treat you that way?
I think, like, I totally agree with you. And, like, one of the things that I think about is that if you are constantly filling up your time with social media, how can you even think about yourself?
Yeah.
And how can you discover things about yourself? How can you grow yourself? How can you give yourself that space when all you're doing is filling it up with other people's voices?
Yeah.
Like, when I'm, like, I know when I'm off social media, I'm so much more creative, so much more reflective. I can handle and problem solve much more easier as well, and I've just got, I don't know, like, much more, I'm much more emotionally regulated when I'm not on social media as well. I just feel like I can handle things better when I'm not on it. And that's because, like, you are listening to yourself. You're really listening, but fill that up with everybody else. Like, you're just following, like,
you're not following anything. Your brain, you're basically you're dead braining yourself. Like, there's no capacity for all these other functions that your brain would normally do, because it's just thriving off of this bullshit that's in your hand. Like, that's how I see it. Like I can totally see the brain rot seeping into me. I was thinking about, in fact, it just literally yesterday, like, sitting down to write a blog that was personable to me. And for the first time in fucking ages, without, like, an obligation, without, like, an outcome purpose, without it being for work or for something specific, just writing for the sake of writing for me. Like, that's the first time I've done that in fucking years. And is it social media's fault? Is it what I'm dealing with in terms of my own responsibilities in the stage of life I'm at's fault? Well, I tell you, I did so much more writing when it was 5 years ago than it is today. And when you say about not having space in your brain for these sorts of things and how it affects you and what happens when you switch off from it, like, I don't have that experience. I've not got to a point where I'm switching off from it. Like, I've not deleted my profile or thinking the app off my phone or anything like that. But I wonder, you know, if we were to experiment with that, if I did do that, then how that would change in terms of, like, my own creativity and my own ability to use my own fucking brain rather than whatever brain social media wants to give me, you know. I'd be interested in that for sure. I think it would make a difference.
It's a good experiment to do. Like, I mean, I've done it a few times. Like, I've come off and went back on it and come off again, and I know somebody in our family, one of our family members, he recently came off social media because he got caught up in the algorithm to do with politics and immigration,
Yeah.
and which was affecting his views of it and affecting his emotions around it, and it got too much, and he's just like, and then he recognised that for himself. He's like, I need to come off this.
Yeah.
He's like, I just
Well
need to
done
come
for
off it.
recognising
Yeah.
it. Like I'm not affected by that sort of shit in terms of like what's going on in the world today and like everybody making an enemy of everybody else and all the rest of it and everybody's infighting and what have you. Like I don't know if like I don't know why I'm not that affected by it. I don't know. Maybe I've just got too much other shit going on. I'm not sure why that's different for me. I definitely see it in other people.
Yeah.
I fucking 100% see it in other people and how much what's coming out of their mouths would have never in a million years be said by that person. And the words that they're saying are what I hear and see on social media, and how volatile it's become, where people are hating on people for no other reason than their, colour of their skin, their sexual orientation, their gender identification. These are the things that make us enemies of each other. And I hear it. I hear the words of it, and I think, who the fuck are you? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, where did this hate come from?
And it's like context as well, because like what the information that you're getting on social media is short, right? We're talking about short videos or short snippets of words, and there's absolutely no context to it whatsoever, but they make it out to be that this is final.
It's fucking gospel. Yeah, this is the truth. Well, you've seen it now. You better believe it.
Yeah.
Like, I heard so-and-so say it. You know what the best one is I read the other day. You didn't read fuck all. Shut up. I read the other day. No, you didn't. You watched a TikTok. You've seen it on social media. You've seen a reel. You've seen a fucking short. You've not read anything. You've listened to some other cunt say some stupid shit, and now you think it's true.
Yeah.
Like, no, fuck off. I read the other day.
Well, that's the thing though. Like one of the things that I like, I try and guide myself towards is long form content rather than short content.
Yeah,
so,
like podcasts and stuff like that. Yeah.
So I love podcasts. I love watching podcasts specifically. It's just the way that my brain like functions that way. Like there's so much more context behind what's being said. Not all the time.
Not all the time.
But a lot of the time you get more
everywhere.
Yeah. Blogs. I like reading people's blogs as well. And that's the kind of stuff that I would prefer to consume, because it makes me think deeper about the topic rather than just stating something just because. Like it does nothing. Like, this is the shite.
The thing is that I think you've hit the nail on the head. Well, like with the blog thing, with the written content stuff, like I was thinking about that to myself yesterday when I was doing my writing, like, how long has it been since I've actually read somebody else's blog? And it was so nice to read your stuff the previous week when I was putting up on the website and stuff like that. I was like, God, fucking miss this. Just a wee snippet into somebody's head, like just what's going on with them. And to see it with so much like thought and care put in to describe something for the reader to understand in their own mind's eye, like, it's beautiful. And also, like, you can't fucking hide, really. Like, it's a lot harder to be hiding in your own writing. It's very quick. You're very quick to understand when you're reading something if it's a pile of shite or not, because you're processing it with your own thoughts going in after the words. Whereas when it's in a video, it's done differently.
Yeah.
And I just think, like, the forms in which the guise of abuse on humanity is taking its toll right now in terms of social media. I see it everywhere when I look around, and I wonder, how much real fucking damage is actually happening here. I mean, for us in our age, and, like, we know what it's like or was like not to have social media.
Yeah.
We've been here before it. We were here at the start of it. We're here in the thick of it right now as it's affecting everybody else, and seeing the generations above us and below us and what effects it has on them. And I think, like, we will not see the repercussion of this for a wee while yet. And I wonder what the fallout will be. I'd be very surprised, even if we're just talking about the different generational impact, I'd be very surprised to see there not be some form of comeuppance for the exposure that the generation from, I don't know, say born in 2001 to 2000 and let's say 12, and their upbringing within social media, and like for them to say in 50 years time what effects it will have actually had on them becoming adults. And yeah, I'd be very interested. Kind of like, I don't know, when something goes wrong in a sort of like national effect, whether it be like the Windrush, for example, or women's pensions, for example, like where there's like a humongous group of society that's been negatively or badly affected to the point where their quality of life is in detriment because of something that's happened to them that should have not happened, that should have been regulated, and there was negligence and people are responsible for it. So I'd be interested to see what then that happens on that side of it in terms of social media.
Yeah.
I just cannot see the good in it.
No.
I can't. And I just I understand where the discovery can come from. I understand the good in which community can be built from. Does it need to have all the negatives attached to it? No. Why does it have all these negative attached to it? Well, somebody's making money from it, so yeah.
That's it. It's all about making money.
It's what makes the world go round, apparently. So, like, when I'm thinking about the prospect of what the future will hold for social media in general, and like the effects and the damage that it has caused to generations, okay, so when I'm thinking about like the long term effects of that, I'm thinking about also just like our understanding about how we are receptive to it and how we are using it right now today. And like, we're not the only people that are fed up of how social media works and fed up with the shite that's on there. And we're not the only people that are disengaging from it. Like, you find yourself, you open it, oh, it's the same shite, switch it back down. You're not there anymore.
Yeah.
Like it's not got the attraction to it. There's no pull from community to it. And that, as humans, that's what we thrive upon. You know, so we thrive on a place to belong, a connection with like-minded people. Like, that's who we are. So when social media is just constantly trying to feed you its narrative or its news or its algorithm of whether it's aligned with you or not, like, it's still not fucking good enough, especially with the introduction with AI and all the sort of slop that comes along with that. So what I'm saying is like, your idea, Nick, of like how you perceive yourself on social media, how you use it, what happens to your brain as you fall like slowly down this hole of just scroll and not really getting anything in return, and then you recognize it in yourself and you're like, right, you know what, fuck off, I'm off that. I'll just put that away and I've got other shit to be doing now. Like, that's taken me too far into the realm of disassociation. Let's get back to life. and for you, because of the type of person you are, because like you are incredibly creative and that's what makes your heart sing, I think you're not alone. And I think that if anything, what we hopefully see is the pendulum swing of which we're waiting on, which is where they've gone too far. and unless they change, and unless something becomes better and more aligned with who we want to be as human beings, then they're not going to get us. And actually more people will retract from it. It's a trend. And that is a retraction from social media trend happening. I think that 100% there is. There's all these new laws that are coming in to protect children nowadays in terms of like use of social media, not being able to use it until they're 16. This then becomes a barrier to entry for them that actually gives them a chance and opportunity to see a different world that doesn't revolve around doom scrolling, TikTok shorts and reels and whatever other bullshit's out there. And I think if we sort of like have a little bit more faith in the way of which like the humans want to behave towards one another, that maybe actually social media won't have the pull and the control that it does today.
Yeah.
And that maybe we can get some normality of, you know, what actually is good for us.
Yeah. You bring back the self-awareness and reject it, essentially. Aye. And take back control.
So what we're saying then, actually today, so what you've said to me and understanding what it means to switch it down and to turn it off, to walk away from it. Like, I'm actively going to try that out. So it'd be interesting to see, like, in terms of the fact that we're putting this out on a social media platform.
Yeah. It's the paradox.
That if the people that are listening, if they get their shit together and get themselves off of Instagram or Facebook or whatever, not YouTube's fine. I'm sure it's fine. It's totally fine. Don't worry about YouTube. Spotify, absolute gold. Don't worry about that. If they get themselves off a bit of social media, see what implications that actually has. Like, what does that then induce them to do? What do they do instead?
Yeah.
I'd love to know about, like, folk that are, like, fucking chronically on it. Like, they've got, like, ridiculous screen time and then just, like, cold turkey, switch it off, see what happens.
Do it 2 weeks.
I'd love to see
It's
that.
a challenge. Your challenge is switch social media off for 2 weeks.
2 whole weeks. That's what I want to do. I'm going to do it, and we'll get a wee snippet update as to how that went. Yeah. Dear diary. Right, pal. What are we speaking about?
So let's chat about how we feel and our behaviours around social media today.
You're doing that again, but okay.
Thanks, like, I thought I did fine.
Yeah.
Is it like a post-lunch, like...
But I just had some fucking matcha in my shot. So
Come on! Well, let's hear that matcha. Let's break the fourth wall.
Right.
Time to get angry, bitch. What's wrong with social media?
What do you want to start it? Social media, fuck's sake. Like, what a fucking joke it is.
It is.
Right, okay.
You ready?
No. Like, what?
Right, okay. Let me try.
You try.